Whoever that makes a product also prepares a manual to guide the user or the consumer on how to use the said product with safety precautions. In the same vein, the creator, who made our creations, gives some details about some creatures in his manual to guide humans on how to relate and study about them. My name is Sir Richard, and I welcome you to the Rich Fact broadcast. In this episode, we're going to look at the amazing life lessons on one of the wonderful creatures on the globe, the butterfly. Please stay connected. The Bible outlined some characteristics that made some creatures amazing and outstanding. For example, the ant, the eagle, and the snake. Nevertheless, there are a lot more amazing creatures that the Bible exempted for humans to speculate and discover for ourselves the degree of lessons they have for humanity in this life. Now, moving on to the climax of the lesson, which is the most amazing life lessons of the butterfly, we would consider the characteristics of the butterfly as a creature, then relate those characteristics to their corresponding moral lessons. As we all know or might have heard, the life of the butterfly consists of 4 stages. A process called metamorphosis, which is a Greek word that means transformation or change in shape. These stages includes the egg, the larva, the pupa, and the adult. Considering these stages one after the other, we have the first one being the egg. Eggs are laid on plants by the adult female butterfly. These plants will then become the food for the hatching caterpillars. The season in which the eggs are laid depends on the species of the butterfly. The females lay a lot of eggs at once so that at least most of them would survive. The caterpillar. This is also called the feeding stage. The job of the caterpillar after it is hatched is to eat as much as possible to grow. And as it grows, it splits its skin and sheds it about 4 or 5 times. Food eaten at this time is stored and used later during the hibernation. Caterpillars can grow 100 times their size during this stage. Wonderful. The pupa. This is also known as the transition stage. When the caterpillar is fully grown, it stops eating. It becomes a pupa. The pupa of butterflies is also called a chrysalis. Depending on the species of butterfly, the pupa may be suspended under a branch or hidden in leaves. the pupa is protected inside a cocoon of silk. This stage can last for weeks, months, or even longer. It's known that some species of butterflies have a pupa stage that lasts for 2 years, which is close to 730 days. From outside the pupa, it may look like nothing is going on, but big changes are happening inside. Special cells that were present in the larva grow rapidly to form the legs, wings, eyes, and other parts of the adult butterfly. Now the final stage, the adult. This is also called the reproductive stage. The adult stage is when the butterfly develops compound eyes, long legs, long antennae, and colorful wings to fly. The adult's job is to mate and lay eggs. Most species of adult butterfly get energy by feeding on nectar from flowers. Now let us ponder about the following. After the caterpillar is hatched from the egg, it looks so slimy and it makes it often avoided by most people. But unlike the caterpillar, the butterfly is colorful and mostly attracted by most people. So you see, that is the reality in this life. In the course of pursuing your dreams, most people will ignore you. Most people will dislike you. You know, the caterpillar was not meant to remain in the caterpillar stage. It is an ongoing process. It is growing to become something else. So it is in humanity. You are trying to pursue your dream to become a big person, but they wouldn't like you in the course of you trying to be who you want to be. Along the way, you might look retarded and people will ignore you. In the course of pursuing your dreams, you might look disgusting. You might look tattered in clothes. You might be poor and people will look at you and say, oh, come on, you don't deserve to be in our company. For that matter, stay out. But these same people will get close to you after you had made it, after your dreams have been realized and materialized, after your ambitions have been fulfilled. So, it's the reality in life. You don't give up, you don't quit because of what people think. You have to pursue your dream. You have to move on. Keep pressing the road. Because one day, that condition of yours will never be permanent. It's going to change. Because after the caterpillar had gone through all the processes and had been the butterfly, we try to open our palms and even expect it to land right in it. If it doesn't, we even chase after it. But nobody will chase after a caterpillar because it looks so slimy and it is unwanted. So stick to your dreams. Whatever people feel about you, leave them alone. Just focus, because one day the same people will come begging at your doorstep for friendship. Moreover, the caterpillar is so slow and vulnerable. The caterpillar is prone to so many risk factors. It is virtually like a baby in the middle of the road. It will see danger coming, but there is nothing it could do. When you attempt to step on the caterpillar and crash it, it can't run any far. But unlike the caterpillar, the butterfly has wings and it is quick and it is secured. As soon as you try to hit it, it will quickly fly away. And moreover, when you give a distance of about 6 feet for the caterpillar to travel from the beginning of it to the end, it is likely to take close to 1 hour to glide slowly from its beginning to the end. But at the same time, when it is given to the butterfly, it wouldn't just fly for about 6 feet, but it can fly over 60 miles because it has wings and it is speedy. You see, in this life, whenever you lose all your strength, whenever you lose all your hope, whenever you become feeble, whenever you become so rejected and dejected, don't end your life. People kill themselves, people commit suicide because a relationship didn't work, because they've been broken-hearted, because they thought that people are far gone and they are left behind. They thought that there is nothing that could make them chase up to their friends. So they terminate their lives. They decide to be in the shadows for eternity. But remember that the time is coming that when you keep on the pace, you are likely to be the strongest, you are likely to be the quickest, you are likely to be the fastest, and so on. So don't be in the shadows. Don't be an island. In this life, it's been said that people will throw stones at you, but it is only up to you to decide what to do with the stones. Either to build walls with it around you and be in the dark forever, or when they throw the stones, you use them as stepping stones. You jump on them so that you can rise up to see the light of day. Furthermore, the caterpillar walks on land and it eats only leaves. But unlike the caterpillar, the butterfly has more than one habitat. It lives both on land and then in the air. And instead of leaves, it drinks nectar, a delicious liquid from flowers. So Buju Banton said, circumstances had made me what I am. Sometimes circumstances can push you to the corner where you find yourself walking several miles throughout the year while your fellow friends are riding in posh cars. Circumstances can let you find yourself eating the same food over and over again for more than a year, whilst your friends have choices to eat whatever they want. Remember that in this life, some people will be ahead of others, but it wouldn't remain that same pace. With the passage of time, they could be overtaken. So accept your fate and then keep up the hope. A time will come that instead of walking that distance on land, you could be either walking, driving, or even flying. You may have more than one means of traveling. And instead of the same food over and over again, you may have the choice over so many meals. What you wish for is what you may take. It's all a matter of time. Finally, at the latter part of the transition stage, the butterfly must struggle by itself to break loose from the cage. Any help offered to it from the outside will kill the butterfly. Must struggle by itself, beating its wings all by itself with courage and with perseverance until the cage breaks loose for it to emerge and fly away. Sometimes in this life, we shouldn't depend on so many people to persevere. When we depend on so many people, chances are that they will let us down. Chances are that after they helping you, they will try to make a slave out of you. Because they sponsored you, they want you to do whatever they ask you to do. So we shouldn't depend on so many people for our progress. We should try to struggle. We should try to be self-dependent. Along the way, if people happen to offer helping hands, fine, it's cool. But we shouldn't depend on them 100%. Even if they are there, fine. But we should still try to let things work out by our own will and determinations. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are few but deep lessons that we can learn from the entire life stages of the butterfly. Let's ponder about it. Let's compare and contrast and see if they may help us. If they may be of help to us, why not? We should learn from the life cycle of the butterfly. On this note, I want to thank you massively for making time to stay with me. Please let's get interacted by knowing your thoughts about this presentation in the comment section below. Moreover, kindly give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that together we can teach the world and teach them right. Once again, my name is Sir Richard and I'll be more than glad interacting with you. Till I come your way again in the next episode, arise and shine and brighten the corner where you are. I love you.